17-7 leaders, and this team.
All right, here we go. I think we're on. Donkey Kong.
Hey, I called everybody in and I said, look, if you want to play this week, we'll pay you.
All right, so my nephew is coming up who happens to be a Bronco fan, so he might pop by, and if he does, just know it's UNC versus PHEW. Let's go! All right, Zamir White down after only a 3-yard gain.
I really like this linebacker core for the Denver Broncos. I think they've got speed. I think they got guys who can read very well.
Celebration, bitches.
Josie Jewell and Singleton on the inside. Browning and Cooper on the outside.
All right, here we go.
I really like those guys. I think that's a strength of this defense.
Cooper has had a breakout year with 8.5 sacks.
Jakob Johnson in motion. He goes back the other way. Aiden O'Connell goes back. Play action. No one's open, so he looks to just get the ball away, dumps it over.
Browning was bearing down on him. Ohio State against Purdue there, 3rd down and 7.
Aiden O'Connell seems like he's hurt. Something. The deep crosser never came. Thank you. Thank you.
Took his time, sip of coffee, and then just threw it away.
You reading an entire book takes the same amount of time as a sip of coffee.
Absolutely.
Down to the right.
Your mornings are interesting. I'll tell you.
Bubble tie up there.
I hate coffee, by the way, just for the record.
Thank you for clarifying. We all were wondering.
All right, let me make sure this shit's cracking.
Abdullah, the 3rd down back in. Some movement.
Okay, and O'Connell drops back. No one's open, and he throws it away again.
Outstanding coverage.
What the fuck's going on?
And there's nowhere to go with that football. He had a lot of time to throw.
Damn, this shit.
He could see the field and he did. He went from right to left. You're gonna watch this on the top side. They're just going mad. Now Devontae right there had a shot here.
Okay, I am beginning my test.
There was really no place to go with that football. Now the field was
live?
locked down. So nice job by the Broncos.
I look live. I feel live. All right, here we go. Uh-oh, he better not run it back now. Oh. All right, so we in here like swimwear. All right, so the Raiders had a punt. The Broncos received. Hopefully you can see what's crack-a-lacking. Max Crosby, he's a fucking madman. Let's get it. It's our Super Bowl. The only Super Bowls we win are beating teams we don't like. But, sorry, it is what it is. Hopefully you can hear me. I didn't adjust this microphone for, you know, depth or whatnot, so hopefully I sound good. Hopefully I still sound beautiful. Let me see.
Mom, money changed you.
Just keeping it real.
Depth or whatnot, so
Progressive and you can save
hopefully I sound good. Hopefully I still sound beautiful. Let me see.
No.
All right, we are at commercial.
That's how you business differently.
All right, let's see. So let's see if the Raiders can actually bounce back. They got the ball after halftime because they were moving the ball early on, and then they scored, and then they started the 3rd quarter and fell flat on their face. So let's see what they got for me right now.
Every next idea.
Because I need this.
Everything you see, everything you feel when you drive it. We put everything we have into our trucks. So you get
The Radical Masculine Studio could be used for many, many things. Streaming football.
During the Ram Start Something New sales event, get $4,500 cash allowance on the purchase of virtually all 2024
Sex
Ram
tapes.
1500 trucks.
Why I choose to sleep on the smart bed?
Just
Because my
saying.
smart bed helps me boost recovery by adjusting to any move I make. That's why 80% of
But alright, let's see.
choose the sleep number, smart bed.
So I have such a small amount of followers now. If there is anyone that accidentally stumbles upon my stream, let me know how everything sounds, how everything looks. I'll try to adjust the camera any way I can to try to give you the best, you know what. But So,
How's San Francisco looking today?
but if not, fuck it. This is great practice. Practice?
Love is in the
For the
air.
game that I love and I die for? You want to talk about practice? Practice? Anyway, we live in here. Okay, so here we go. Back to the third quarter. Back in Allegiant Stadium. 13 minutes, 52 seconds left. Broncos on offense. We got three flanked out to the right. Play action. Max Crosby pursuing. Dumped underneath for Javonte Williams. 1 yard short. 9-yard gain. Second down. Stopped by, forgetting my own players' names here. Robert Spillane. You're going to notice the more I drink, the less clarity I have. Alright, Broncos in a pistol formation. Stidham, actually he goes underneath center. Running play. And Nate Hobbs was in on the running back blitz and was able to stop him, but not before he got the first down. A 3-yard gain.
He's going to come on the top side, and then as soon as he sees it, he jumps right inside. Really well.
Worst case scenario, that would have been a 4-yard gain, but hey, at least they're playing.
To the outside, keeping his eyes to the inside, and he took the gap and made the tackle. Well done.
Best tackling cornerback. Highest volume tackling cornerback.
I would say that. I would agree. Nate Hobbs is the best tackling cornerback, but Surtain, he actually got some shit going. Okay, under center, Jarrett Stidham. Run to the ball. Javonte Williams has a hole, and he goes for 9 yards. Whistle blows the play dead. Close to the line of gain. They will move the sticks. Divine Diablo on the stop. And he is running hard. He is running hard.
He has a chance to be able to make a play.
I'll text my nephew, let him know he can make an appearance. Alright, under center. Jarrett Stidham drops back. Looks like a wide receiver screen. 3-yard gain. And that was a good tackle because he did have daylight ahead of him.
That's on you. So you have one guy block, and then the guy you have to make him win. That time, Merrick beats him.
Marvin Mims, who is a Pro Bowler as a returner, has nearly half of his catches this year.
All right, Marvin Mims.
That was one of them.
The son of Sims. Software engineer. All right, Sean Payton looking hard at his play sheet. Max Crosby crying, or not. Max Crosby looking for cheers from the crowd. Broncos line up. We have a 4-wide, actually 5-wide formation. Devon Diablo threatening blitz. Max Crosby has a straight target to the quarterback. Barely misses it. Stidham had to throw it away. Sorry, I got tongue-tied there. Max Crosby, I don't know if you guys know this, but he came to play. The tight end attempted to block Max Crosby, but he knew I was wearing his jersey, so he's like, you know what? I'm going to make Chris happy today. And I'll always love him for that. All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. Third down conversions. 3rd and 8. 7-17 Raiders. The score, 2 on the play clock. 1-0, and they just got it off. Max Crosby, and he is sacked by Adam Butler. His number is 69. That's my favorite number and position. Actually, it's not. I don't like to, no. The Raiders defense came to play, and we could see full effort from Max Crosby. His motor just does not stop. The line blocked to the best of their ability, and they gave it all they had. But unfortunately, in the end, it was not enough for the sheer dominance of Adam Butler, Malcolm Coons, Max Crosby, and the Raider Nation. Oh, and actually, that ball was damn near down at the 1-inch line, but he was able to, but it rolled into the end zone. So we have my nephew. So on this version of the Radical Masculine, UNC versus PHEW, it is Broncos versus Raiders, and here we go. This is my nephew Davici. So, Davici, say a couple of words. You only have to be like this far away from it. So,
hey, how's it going? My name's David, and yeah, I'm just a Bronco fan here in Denver. Watching my team lose.
He's just a Bronco fan trying to get a nut.
Pretty much.
All right. So, what do you think about the game so far?
So far, the Broncos look like they're run heavy. Every time Jared Stidham tries to go back, he always ends up like getting absolutely smothered by either Max Crosby or one of your rookies. What is his name? Tyree
Wilson. Wilson.
Either Wilson or Max Crosby just keeps getting Stidham, and it's just crazy at this point.
Well, I'm a Raider fan, and clearly I'm pulling for them, but does it not feel that the Broncos are still not out of it, though?
It doesn't. Just because O'Connell, he's getting stopped. He looks like he's just throwing the ball out of bounds. A lot of lucky plays by Devontae Adams. Freaking Zamir White's running through the Denver's defense, but, I mean, we're ranked 31st in run defense, so that's kind of expected, so.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. I definitely want the win, but it does not feel like it's over yet. It feels like we are a momentum shift away from the Broncos scoring and then being back in the game. So that's the great thing about this rivalry, is that no team is ever out, and when you think they're out, they prove to you that they are not out, because this is our Super Bowl, right?
Exactly. There's nothing else to win. I mean, Broncos break the losing streak, get a better winning record for the first time since 2016, so I'm all for a win, but we'll see.
Well, that's what I said about on the stream earlier. This is the battle to not fall fourth in the division. I mean, nobody wants to be like in the bottom. No one wants to be in the toilet because you might get flushed. But so what do the Broncos need to do going forward from here on to give them a chance to win this game? What do you think?
Just open up the playbook instead of trying to do dump off passes like we've been doing. Just try to pass protect, which is hard. Try to give Flemings more protection with Max Crosby. Probably put a tight end over there for more pass protection, but we'll see.
All right, we have Jimmy Garoppolo has stepped into the game and throws a wild pass.
Looks like O'Connell's fingers messing with him. It was probably his throwing hand.
Yeah, that was his throwing hand. I seen him having an issue with it. He kept holding his finger like this. It was weird. But no, apparently, hey, they owe Jimmy Garoppolo a shit ton of money if he gets injured. So the fact that he is in here is crazy. Not to mention, a lot of people think the next regime that could take over the Raiders would probably keep Garoppolo. So let's see. This is his audition.
We'll see. We're on the same boat with Russell Wilson.
All right, Garoppolo, inside handoff to Zamir White. A gain of 3 or 4.
Good job by DJ.
You're going to have to talk about your team because I really don't know their stuff. But DJ Jones, the defensive tackle, looked like he had a great run stuff right there in the middle.
That's what he specializes. That's why we got him. Could have had Draymond, but he went to Seattle too. But Zach Allen's a proper replacement. Benito's been doing great.
Did he come back from injury just yet? Because he was in the game for a couple of plays. But, all right, they're showing blitz. Garoppolo back. He scats. He runs.
Oh, Josie Jewell. Tackling machine right there. The outlaw for the reason.
There you go. Josie Jewell. I heard he was a free agent, and I also heard that the Raiders liked him. So, you do the math. Because he seems like a Van. What's his name?
That guy from the Patriots.
From the Patriots,
yeah.
Van Noy. Yeah. Van Noy. He seems like a Van Noy-esque type player. Great role player, but could actually dominate you in the later down and distances. And here we go. We have A.J. Cole, the best punter in the game. Let's see what he got for us today.
Mims, Pro Bowler, rookie, first-year Pro Bowler.
All right, best Pro Bowler versus the best punt returner. Let's see what we got.
Mims.
And Marvin Mims has been getting loose out there. It looks like he's only 1 or 2 steps away from getting to breaking loose, but we do have a flag.
Looks like it's probably going to be on Denver. We have a holding problem so far today.
All right, so Davichi thinks it's holding because they have a holding
maybe.
problem.
Well,
Oh, yeah, that's a block in the back.
there you go. Regardless, he was going to be against Denver. We have a penalty problem. It's been like that for the last few years, unfortunately. So.
And can you believe, for the first time in my life, the Raiders are the least penalized team in the league?
That's just pure coaching right there.
I mean, hey, you gotta like AP. You gotta like him because the way he's making these players play. But can the Raiders survive in a division with Hall of Fame coaches coaching against him? Maybe he'd be great in a different division, but you got Andy Reid, you got Sean Payton, the Chargers. Okay, if the Raiders don't get Jim Harbaugh, then the Chargers will. So that's 3 crazy, talented coaches. Could the Raiders survive in that situation? What do you think?
Honestly, I think they can, just because like the Raiders are playing for their coach, and if you have a bunch of players playing for their coach, then it's gonna be playing. They're gonna be playing hard. Look what they're doing for the last 3 games. They've just been putting in work, having a cigar lounge. You just have to put like more key weapons, maybe get a better quarterback, and the Raiders would be solid in the division. I mean, I don't see them winning it, but they'll definitely be a threat for sure.
Well, I'm thinking
be a threat.
I'm thinking so too, but do you think that there is a thin line between a coach being a good coach and holding his players to a higher standard, being disciplined, being more militant, more regiment-orientated? Or do you think that this loosey-goosey AP coaching style can actually win? Because they said that when Tom Brady left the Patriots his first year, he was glad that he wasn't under a militant type dictator as far as a head football coach. But by the second year under Bruce Arians, and then soon Bowles, he was like, man, I really miss this. I want this. I really wish we had the discipline and structure. Do you think that could ever be an issue, or do you think the Raiders could ride AP down to Graceland?
I think the Raiders could ride AP. I mean, look at Miami with Mike McDaniels. He's like not all militant. He's more loosey-goosey, and they're winning games. They're winning a bunch of games. And then you could say the same with Sean Payton with Denver. He's being more militant. You can obviously see it on the field. Fortunately, with benching Russell Wilson, but that's a financial issue. But I think it just depends really if the players buy into the actual coach, because the players bought into Mike McDaniel. So
yeah, it's about buying into the scheme for sure. All right, so we have Jarrett Stidham at the 13-yard line, backed up to their own end zone. Javonte Williams for a gain of 5.
He's solid. I think he's playing a little bit more conservative since this is like the field he tore his ACL on, and field's conditions aren't so good. So he's a solid back for sure. But him and Jaleel McLaughlin, two-headed monster with Sean Payton. We'll see what they do.
Yeah, McLaughlin has actually jumped out on tape. Every time I've reviewed his footage, he runs hard, he's fast, he's hard to stop, and he runs through people. So, all right, Jarrett Stidham, a pitch to
Samaje Perine
for a first down. Perine stumbles all the way for a first down. All right, that's a first down, and they are at the Broncos. I don't know yet. Hold on. let me see. Give me a chance here.
And this is when you're going to start seeing Samaje Perine more towards the end of the second half. That's when Sean Payton's going to start using him in screenplays and more of like dump offs and hardcore runs like that. That's when he starts putting in work.
Well, I've never seen him as an asset. I always thought that he was quick to fall down for the first tackle, but over the Broncos stretch of their hot streak, he was running hard, so I guess. But here we go, Max Crosby. Here he goes. Oh,
good
what?
Throw. Troutman going.
We got Troutman. He's not down yet.
There you go.
And down he
15
goes.
Right there.
Down to the Broncos' 45-yard line, looking to break through to Raider territory.
another key player that Sean Payton brought in from New Orleans too.
And he looks like he's going to be a good one with Patrick out.
Hell yeah.
Here we go. Broncos on the prowl, looking to score. Let's see. At the 44-yard line, Max Crosby threatens again. And here we go. Javonte in the middle again, dropped by a combination of Spillane and Diablo. And Diablo looks like he's grimacing from some sort of an injury. It could be soft tissue. But I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I just like to look.
Just got hit by Javonte too hard after that throw.
Well, soft tissue usually happen when you do it yourself. But non-contact. But here we go. Max Crosby looking to prove his worth at the 49-yard line of the Broncos. Threatening. We got Mims and
Javonte going in with the...
And here we go. Javonte right up the middle.
Looks like a gain of 4. He keeps pushing.
We got Epps, and then we have Adam Butler punching the shit out of the football. It's a good thing that wasn't a baby, or he'd get arrested.
True that.
And the Bronco lineman they call the gut, I see where he got his name from.
One of the best offensive linemen in the NFL right now.
That's like Richie Incognito. He had a big old gut, but man, that boy can kick some ass.
Oh yeah, we'll see. Shotgun right here.
Broncos at the 49-yard line of the Raiders, threatening. Max Crosby standing, acting like he's not going to go in hard, but he is. But let's see what they got.
There you go.
All right, 2-yard drop.
Johnson, there's another key target that Stidham's been looking at all day today.
And Johnson gets the first down, dropped by Amik Robertson, and Dak Prescott just keeps on amazing me. And I can't help but think that this may be the year that they make it to the Super Bowl. What do you think?
I got Niners. There's nobody stopping the 49ers right
no,
now.
I didn't say win. I said make it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess
I
Niners,
the
they can't.
yeah.
All right, yeah, hey, I think the same, man, but that's going to be a heavyweight bout. But here we go, 7-17, Raiders in the lead. Broncos in a run formation. And here we go.
Play action, going deep.
Max Crosby.
Deep, all the way toward.
And he's open. Oh, but Jack Jones, a last-minute hand to pluck the ball away from a for sure touchdown. Let's go, Raiders. But that was a great route by Troutman. What do you think?
That was a great. Oh, that was one of our rookies. What's his name? I don't really know. He's like practically a wide receiver at tight end. Yeah, Cruel. He's great pickup. He was undrafted and everything, but that was a great route. Just kind of underthrown.
I was going to say, so he's not a fish, but he definitely looked like he had some wheels for a tight end. He's tight end or receiver?
He's a tight end.
Holy sheep shit. They might have something with that guy. Here we go. Max Crosby on the hunt, right up the middle. Javonte, and then he is dropped by Robert Spillane and Trevon Merrick.
Looks like a gain of 6. We'll see what they're going to do. Looks like they're taking Javonte out. Probably going to put P. Ryan in.
But the majority of the Broncos' plays on this drive have been for positive yardage, so you have to think that they're going to pick up this 3rd and 3, right?
Well, hope so. I mean, unless Max Crosby just jumps at the line right away, it's going to be facing a sack or a gain. We'll see, though. But yeah, P. Ryan's in.
This is what happens when an unstoppable force meets an unmovable object. So let's see what they do. At the 41-yard line, let's go. He drops. Max Crosby gets pressure. And nothing. Incomplete.
I think that was a misread.
Nate Hobbs was on the coverage. He looked like he was a little bumping and grinding there for a second, but no flag. Max Crosby is running wild at this point.
He is. Just that pressure. He's a playmaker. Disruptor of the game for sure.
Well, thank God, because if it wasn't for him, we have a lot, but they are going for it on 4th and 3. Sean Payton has some stones, or is he going to try to get him to jump off sides? Who knows?
We'll try to make him jump, but either that or we're going to do a little quick slant.
No, it's to the end zone.
Oh, there you go.
It's to the end zone. They bring the blitz. One blitz. And right in between everyone.
That could be the play that ruins the Broncos game right there.
Now you have to think, if they kick the field goal there, it's 10-17. This has been a bump and grind, grinding up and down the field type game. why not take the field goal, and why not count on your defense and Surtain to continue to lock Adams down, because all of his catches have been when he was in motion or being covered by someone else. What do you think about that call? Is that a great Sean Payton, or is that just a bad move?
That's a bad move, but that just shows that Sean Payton has some balls to take it like his own route instead of taking the 3. Maybe it's just because he doesn't believe in Will Lutz has enough leg, because that would have been like a 52-yard field goal right there. So, the ballsy move by Sean Payton, maybe it's going to bite us in the ass right there.
Well, there was one game in 2016 where the Raiders played the Saints. Game 1, Will Lutz attempted a 57-yard field goal and came up barely short, and the Raiders won, propelling Jack Del Rio into one of the best seasons that the Raiders have had since I've been alive. Well, actually, not since I've been alive, but since 2002. But anyway, he has the leg. Do you think that Sean Payton simply just does not believe in his leg? Or do you think Sean Payton is like, hey, let's go all out. Let's give him what we got.
Might as well just go all out because it's the last game of the season. We have no playoffs. Might as well play it to the fullest. So go all in. I mean, wait till next year, so might as well play it to the fullest.
You may as well see what Jarrett Stidham has, because there's a theory that Sean Payton actually likes Jarrett Stidham. And once they move on from Russell Wilson, that they will definitely be giving Jarrett Stidham every opportunity to win the starting role. So maybe he's like, hey, what does he got? What does he have when his back's against the wall? And he's looked good to me today. He's looked like a serviceable quarterback. But I gotta be honest, I see Russell Wilson running out of the pocket for a few of those missed throws and picking up the first down.
True.
I don't know if I'm crazy or what. What do you think?
I see that too. There's iffies. There's like an iffy, like in between, because like there's a lot of throws that Stidham made that Russell wouldn't have read right away. He would have dumped it off to Williams. But then again, there's like a lot of plays, like you said, Russell could have ran off and got the first down or extended the play and got people open. So
yeah, I agree. It's been a mixed bag as far as comparing the quarterbacks. It's like one guy has the arm, but that looks like that pass was deflected, or the Malcolm Kuntz pressure happened. But Broncos are looking to blitz. We got Zamir White running between the tackles and
Singleton and PJ Locke. PJ Locke has been a surprise this year too, though.
And that dude could hit.
He can hit. He's a ball hawk for sure. Stepped in while the Kareem Jackson situation was happening and just made a huge difference.
And I get the feeling that all of the motions that the Raiders have been running to confuse the Broncos are now going to be a decoy for them to run the ball. Because Zamir White has ran the ball, what's he averaging? 4 yards per carry. He's been running through tackles. He's running hard. So maybe this is the Raiders putting the hammer down, saying, hey, we're just going to run the ball. But let's see. There we go. Another run again. That looks like a first down. Josie Jewell, one of the first ones to stop him. Great push.
DJ Jones finished it off, so DJ and Josie Jewell.
And we had Parham pushing him forward. But this Zamir White, I'll be honest, I thought he was shit. I did not believe in him. I didn't think his name should be Zeus, which was his nickname at Georgia. But ever since he has resumed the role of lead back for the Raiders, he's been running hard. And you told me something earlier that, hey, Josh Jacobs better take a pay cut or whatever, but I foresee a two-headed monster going into 2024.
We'll see. I mean, since Josh Jacobs won that rushing award last year,
yeah, the rushing title,
he's probably gonna be wanting more touches and showing that he could be maybe more bonuses. So I don't really see him wanting to be a two-headed monster. I think him wanting to be a main guy in a place. Maybe Tennessee. Tennessee's probably losing Derrick Henry, so I can see him going there.
Yeah, that's true, and they're actually both friends. He's adopted his workout regimen because Derrick Henry, he's the only running back that's ever ran this hard for X amount of years. But let's see what the Raiders have. But I do think they have something in Zeus running. And plus, the Raiders' offensive line is at full strength. O'Connell back.
True that. And this year's defense for the Broncos, they make anybody look like King, like prime King Henry too.
Yeah,
so.
King fucking Dingwings. Yeah, it's the same thing with us. The last few games that we lost, the ones that we needed to make in order to go to the playoffs, they ran right up the fucking middle. The Colts ran on us, and it wasn't even Taylor. Taylor got injured, and he was running through us. But by the time, the second and third stringer were in there, the Raiders were nice and soft like Play-Doh, and they ran right through us like a knife through hot butter.
And that's why I see Raiders always have our numbers with the running game, too. I was expecting a huge run game again with the Raiders.
And you kind of got that. I believe Zamir White's close, but here they go. Close on the blitz. Throws it. Threads it in between two
PS2
people.
Right there.
And Jacoby
Myers.
Myers.
He was never touched. He was never touched when he dropped the ball. That's what they're saying, but they're calling it dead.
But they can rule him down. And Jacoby Myers.
What a close call by PS2 right there. Dang.
Ooh, that could have easily went the other way for maybe 6. But Jacoby Myers, again with reliable hands. But I could have sworn I seen him touch him a little bit. But I don't know. That's retarded. You pick up and you fucking run the ball through the whistle. So I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And the Raiders are scared because they know this is going to happen because they will challenge that. He may have fucked up.
Sean Payton will do that too.
Yeah, he's a great observer of the game, and he knows what's going on. Not like Nathaniel Hackett. He had to hire like 2 or 3 guys just to tell him there was a football in front of his face or in front of his team's face. But yeah, it's crazy.
And that's what makes sense. That like a lot of people are in Denver are saying that like the Broncos need to like fire Sean Payton and get a coach that like is friendly to Russ. But last year we got a coach that was friendly to Russ, and we had one of the worst offensive seasons in franchise history. Only 5 wins throughout 17 weeks. So.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. When Russ came on as a 3rd rounder and then jumped into the starting lineup for the Seattle Seahawks, I seen a guy that he was on fire, he was cooking, he was doing his thing, he was dropping dimes, he was running with his legs. But and that's how I knew him. Even when right before he got injured, he was like on base for throwing the ball, showing that Russ is cooking, doing all this stuff. But with the Broncos, I seen a completely different demeanor, a completely different type of confidence. And I told you, I was like, man, I just don't see it with this guy. And I never seen it. But for the Broncos run, I did see it a little bit. Like, man, this dude throws rainbow balls with precision. And I thought if he would have continued to play, the Broncos probably would have had a little bit better record. But they clearly knew he was not in their future, not in their future plans. So, hey, you may as well pass the torch to Stidham. But I'll tell you what, like I kind of knew it. But even as a Raider fan, I have to tell you this. I believe in Sean Payton. Yep. I don't like him because he's counter to my team, but I believe in Sean Payton. If you don't like Russ, I don't like Russ. I didn't like Russ because he wasn't playing. And I believe that Sean Payton could actually turn this team into a Super Bowl contender within the next 2 years. Probably next year, competing for playoffs or whatnot, because that's just who he is. Some people, they will be successful because that's just the way they are built. That's the way they are geared. Sean Payton got offered the Raiders job way back when, until he spoke with Bill Parcells. And he said, hey, what did everybody else tell you about this job? He's like, well, they said no. And he's like, well, I'm telling you the same. And ever since then, he's gone on and led a successful coaching career, and the Raiders probably would have got him in, got him out, and made him look really bad. But I believe in Sean Payton as a Raider fan, so.
Payton we trust.
He's going to be all right, man, you know?
Oh, yeah, I'm not worried about him at all. There's always next year. I mean, he changed this team around.
O'Connell goes deep to Jacoby Myers. Touchdown! Now, there has to have been a blown coverage there because Jacoby Myers was wide open.
Yep.
Wide open.
There's McMillan, too. McMillan, I mean, he's been ranked, like, QBR, like, 4. Or QBR, but, like in the fucking pro
ratings,
football.
yeah.
Yeah. He's, like, ranked 4 in the quarterbacks, but lately in the last 4 games, he's just been, like, non-existent.
Some players pack it in early. They know the season's over. So, Aiden O'Connell was in the shotgun. He pump fakes, which last time damn near got him a fucking fumble. But he found Jacoby Myers, and guess what? That should have been a delay of game, but God loves ugly, and thank God for that. But that is crazy because Jacoby Myers, every time he plays the Broncos, all he does is score touchdowns. That was definitely a blown coverage, and unfortunately, Davante Adams has been taken out of the game. So if he can't do it, no one can. So,
hey, that's touchdown number 4 for him against the Broncos this year. So
what do you think? Do you think the Broncos lay down and because we've been boasting about Sean Payton thus far. Do you think they score again? Do you think they make this game competitive, or do you think they kind of lay down and die?
Oh, you're gonna go down. We're gonna go down all the way to the wire, especially as a division rival.
Oh yeah.
I mean, first winning season since 2016, so why not go for it? And then if you do lose at least close, you still get better draft pickings compared to the Raiders. So,
not to mention, I find it hard. Was Aiden O'Connell? That was Aiden O'Connell through that touchdown.
Yeah, that was Aiden O'Connell.
Holy sheep shit!
With a broken finger too. So
wow. But here's the thing, though. Hey, I'm glad he's toughing it through, but he's the shaky kind of quarterback that I watched, like Jeff Hostetler way back in the years, where I was like, this motherfucker's. He could throw a touchdown or an interception on any play.
Yep.
So I'm not completely sold on Aiden O'Connell, and I think if AP attaches himself to Aiden O'Connell, I believe he will go down and dirty, because I believe he's a great backup, and for a rookie, I believe he's done a great job. But as far as everything else, man, I could tell you what, he's a little predictable.
He is, but like your O-line is giving him a lot of protection too, where he's just finding wide open seams, and he has an arm and he's talented for sure. But once he's under pressure, like he folds, and then it's either like a horribly thrown pass, almost an interception, like a costly incompletion. I should have been a fumble, but it's just crazy stuff.
That's what I'm saying. He's so drastic. It's either a great pass or a terrible pass. It's either accurate or in the fucking stands. Like, I don't get that. That's the only thing I do not trust about him.
He's like Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield makes those dimes. He's consistent, but he also has those consistent plays where he's just throwing it to the stands, throwing it super wide open or in the dirt.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It's crazy that New England has 0 wide receivers now, and they let this fucking guy go. Why would they let him go? Because he's been nothing but trending upward this whole time. He's a big-bodied guy. He's tough. He's a gamer. It's like, has Bill Belichick lost it?
I don't think he's lost it. I don't really know. I think they're just going on a full rebuild, like starting a whole new freaking team, like taking out the old team and starting it entirely new. This year they got like a high draft pick. I think they're ranked 3 right now. So they're definitely gonna take a quarterback. Maybe Drake May and Bill Belichick. We'll see.
I mean, Hennix. What's his name? Pettix?
Pettix, yeah.
I don't know. That guy balled. He moved up, but. Okay, let's say that. All right, so we have Jared Stidham at the 25, drops back. Max Crosby pursuing, throws the ball.
Again, his favorite target, about
Johnson
20.
At the 50-yard line. Looks like the Broncos are moving and grooving. But I'm not 100% sure that Belichick can build a team from scratch because he hasn't built a team even around Tom Brady. Thank God he had the GOAT.
True that, and he's defensive minded. He doesn't listen to anybody but himself. Who knows? If he leaves New England, I heard that Josh McDaniels might go back over there.
Hey, God bless their hearts. Here we go, Stedham and shotgun at the 50-yard line. Max Crosby looking to crisscross, looking to get down. Oh, he evades the rush from Malcolm Kuntz, down by Robert Spillane right there at the, I don't know math right now.
Looks like the Raiders 48? Or 47.
48, 47, yeah.
Could have been a sack. I thought that was going to be a fumble. Yeah, it looks like the 47.
That's a good play by Stidham.
For sure.
But I gotta say, if that was Russell Wilson, he probably would have got more. I don't know.
Russell Wilson would have also fumbled there right there too.
And there is a chance of that. I'll tell you that. All right, so we're in the fourth quarter. 13:30 seconds left. 13:30 left. All right, Stidham to Javonte, right into the lap of Max Crosby. So you gotta ask, is the play calling being a little bit too conservative, or should we not let this shit rip? Because I heard one of the announcers say that the Broncos' strong suit was their receivers. They got Judy, they got Sutton, they got Mims, they got a slew of talented individuals, but yet the ball is never coming across the line of scrimmage. So let's see if they give Troutman a shot or someone else, because the Broncos have the talent. Let's see them use it.
We got Lil Jordan Humphrey and Johnson right back in there too.
Lil Jordan, oh, here go Matt Crosby. He was out. Ouch.
There you go.
Oh, and he's wide open.
Jerry Judy. Touchdown.
Oh, and he falls.
Down to the 2, and he's hurt.
Down at the 2-yard line running, and we see that shifting, moving, and a grooving. You got
open too.
You gotta say that he is that talented. He should be doing this
on a consistent
basis. And is it his fault? Probably not. They just don't give him the opportunity. But he looks injured, so let's see what's going on with that.
I think he fell on top of the ball.
Okay, so he may have knocked the wind out of himself. And that will be a timeout called on the Broncos for an injury. And Jerry Judy's not happy about that. But we got to protect the players.
True that. It's just the wind knocked out. But that's good that it was just that. The way he fell, it could have been something else. But
yeah, didn't look serious. So it looks good. And the Broncos are marching forward to score a touchdown. Now let's see if Javonte has what it takes to be a Bronco. A running back. Let's go. All right, Stedham.
There you go. Williams right there.
There we go. And we have 3 players. We have Jack Jones, we have Epps, and we have Spillane meeting him. But you have to wonder, if they are running the ball so effective, why would they throw the ball in that situation? Are they trying to keep them off balance?
I think so. I think the next 2 plays are going to be... I think the next play is obviously going to be a run play. Javonte's out, though, so we'll see.
Ooh, Humphreys was open. He was open, man. You fucking throw that ball in anticipation. Okay, I'll say this. His knee has been fucked up. He's been moving a little bit slower, but he is fucking on right now. So you guys better throw the fucking ball.
Start off in the shotgun if you're going to start throwing. You can't beat play action, especially with Max Crosby lurking.
Now throw the ball. Plus, he's hungry. No one fed him. But let's see. If the Broncos score here, then they can score again, because we have plenty of time. Yeah. And then a field goal takes us to overtime.
Either that or, well, Jerry Judy's gone in the tent, so it's just probably concussion protocol.
I think it's bullshit. He seemed fine to me, but...
And we'll get a timeout for the Raiders.
All right. God damn it, Raiders. Why are you getting so many penalties, AP? That's like 3.
That should snap the ball right there. Would have been 12 men in the field.
Yeah, I know. All right, Vici. Do play-by-play commentary. I have to go use the restroom.
Yeah, for sure. So it looks like an I formation with the Broncos with Smart. Looks like McLaughlin's in. No, P. Ryan, sorry. P. Ryan's going in. Gain of 3. They're pushing in. Looks like a touchdown, Denver. Are short. Looks like they're down at the 1. We'll see.
He was just picking which steps to go. I mean, it got really crowded around down there.
We'll see once the replay happens. Let's see. Looked like a gain of 4, but let's see if he was in or not. Oh, that looks like it could be a touchdown. No, it looks like they're not going to overthrow. Looks like P. Ryan's back in. I formation with Beck in. Fumble the ball by Stidham. Stidham fumbled the fucking ball. Looks like by the Raiders. Alright. Denver ball still. Looks like the Broncos are going to kick the field goal. Horrible fucking play. Looks like Stidham just fumbled the ball as soon as it got snapped, so...
You gotta get points here. You have to get points. He's gonna
Blown call, Stidham fumbled the ball as soon as... So we got to kick the field goal because the Raiders' D is looking very stout.
They've been a pretty solid D for the last
Sean
few.
Payton's keeping them out on the field.
And that's what I would do if I was Sean
Wildcat
Payton.
formation. Javonte.
Here we go. Broncos looking to score. There's
Javonte
a hole.
going in.
And touchdown. Right
Let's
over the
go.
right guard.
I think that's Javonte's third rushing touchdown of the year.
There we go. And the Broncos show that they are not done just yet.
That's some balls on Sean Payton. 4th down, too. Going for it in a wild card formation.
Yeah, they had to do that. They had to do that because this makes it a game now. And that's Sean Payton, you know. He'll kick a fucking onside during the Super Bowl. He will take it on 4th down against the Raiders. That's just him.
True that.
So here we go. Now we have ourselves a game because there's too much time. We have two, well, Aiden O'Connell at least, he's a rookie quarterback. He could make a bad decision or whatever. So we are a couple of bad plays away from this being close. So let's get it. All right, and the kick is true. 14-24, a 10-point deficit. And the Raider defense has looked good. In fact, ever since AP has assumed the role of a head coach, that defense has been pretty damn stout.
Yep.
It's the best defense I've known since 2002, and statistically we line up right there. So you gotta wonder, if they move on from Pierce, do they lose the defensive coordinator, which usually a big-name head coach such as Jim Harbaugh would want to bring in his own guy and maybe lure Vic Fangio? Do you break up the band just yet, or do you let that shit ride?
I say let it ride for at least another year, see what you got in a full year. Because if the Raiders are playing like this, when McDaniels got fired week 6, week 7, the Raiders turned it around like since then. Imagine what they're going to do in a year, so just give it time. If it doesn't work out in a year, then go look for a coach. But you can't just give up on AP right away. So.
I agree. Plus, he has the love of the locker room. Like I told you earlier, I was like, here's what I would do if I was Mark Davis, the more handsome version of him. I would hire Mike Shanahan, which he still has a love for the game. He's helping his son coach the Niners. He's like a third party. You bring him in, and you put AP underneath him as the assistant head coach. Said, hey, you're going to learn from this guy. Because he's older. He's like 71. So you learn from this guy, which would not be the oldest coach in the NFL. Just saying. But you learn under this guy. Maybe you pick up a few things or whatever. And then after this 1 year, then, you know, we release you. You're free to fly, little birdie. But I'm telling you, that would be the key, because Mike Shanahan, ever since Al Davis died, Mark Davis, he made a stringent effort to, you know, clear the air, make everything right. And he even interviewed for the job prior to hiring Dennis Allen. But that was more of a show of love, of respect. But that's what you got to do. You got to bring somebody in like that. He learns underneath him for 1 year. He learns the West Coast, which is dominating the NFL right now, I would say. And then you say next year, or when Mike decides to ride off in the sunset, which would be 1-2 years, then you let him do his thing. But I mean, that's the best case scenario. But you never know, man. Like, what if AP comes out and falls flat on his ass?
Hey, we'll see. That's what's coin toss with interim head coaches like this, especially when it's like their first year.
Yeah.
So, just got to give them 1 year, see if it's make it or break it right there.
Yeah, and they say the interim tag is like fool's gold. You never know what you got.
Exactly.
You know, it's like, hey, I'll tell you what. Any team, any amount of players would bounce back from dealing with Josh McDaniels and then finding a decent average. He could be a shitty coach. I could have rolled up in there and said, hey, guys, I'm your coach. Guess what? We're going to smoke cigars if we win, and if we don't win, we're still going to smoke cigars. And guess what? They would have rallied for me. They're like, yeah. But does that win consistently in this league? I don't think so, but who knows?
We'll see it.
Let's see.
He's fully endorsing in the Raider way, but we'll see.
He loves the Raider way at the 25. Aiden O'Connell under center. We are in the I formation. And a pitch to Zamir White.
Nowhere with Alex Singleton.
And he goes nowhere.
Moreau, he's not that good on a. He's like not a good coverage DB, but that boy could hit on the run stuff. So
maybe he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Alex Singleton too, another tackling machine.
This may be his second or third loss of the game. So you have to know that the Broncos have come to play and they know what's on line right now. They know they got to win. Sean Payton knows he has to win. Yep. All right, we got trips formation to the right. We got Tucker in motion to the left. And then there he goes, to Tucker.
Tackled by Moreau.
Gain of 4.
And Browning.
Gain of 4. Moreau and Browning are on his ass to make sure he gets no more than just the 4. Aiden O'Connell, he looks like his sleeves ripped, like he has to take a shit. But let's see if he doesn't take a shit on us, because let's go, Raiders. 3rd and 6. 9 minutes left.
Quiet too. Raiders been doing good on him. He's normally getting a sack every other game.
Well, let's see, because I told you before, he could throw an interception at any point in time, so I'm never fully comfortable. But we have Austin Hooper, who is a sure-handed tight end. Let's see what he does. Oh! 3-step drop. Slant.
Ooh, good
to Devontae Adams. And maybe that's a helmet-to-helmet. Van Rodden gets in there on Singleton. They break it up, but guess what? They all know we're all friends. Great route. On Sertan. Holy shit. Here we go.
You can't get any better defense than that either. That was just a good ball.
No. Other receivers do not catch that pass. They get fucking blown off the line. And Devontae Adams looking for catch number 105 or 6. I don't know. I'm not keeping track, but I'm keeping track. And we have Jacoby Myers. Here we go. Under center. I formation. This must be a run. Here we go. Zamir White.
Ooh.
And he is going nowhere. This is a gain of maybe 2 years, and he looks hurt. He's down. They will definitely blow the whistle to put him under the blue tent, because he looked like he had a major collision there.
Jonathan Cooper and Alex Singleton.
Alex Singleton. I'll tell you what. They're the Bang brothers.
he's a good pickup. I don't know why Philadelphia released him.
I don't know, man. Like, he's up there with like Josie Jewell with like his game or whatnot. The 2 white guys balling out. But let's see.
172 tackles, most in franchise history. So.
Yeah, that boy could ball. Let's see. Here we go. Raiders need to get creative. And Zamir White is down for only 1 yard.
Zach Allen, there he is. Said he was non-existent. Good run stuff right there.
Somebody should pull Zamir White out, because he is apparently hurt. He is grimacing in between tackles, and it's just not fair for him.
This is 3rd and 8 too. This is when you're going to start seeing
3rd and 8.
Joseph disguising his defenses.
All right, let's see. We got AP.
You're going to start seeing a PJ Locke or like a McLaughlin running right here. Watch.
Let's see what we got.
PJ Locke lining up right here, coming in.
We have an audible. Is this the interception we've been thinking that may happen?
There comes PJ Locke.
Here we go. Blitz.
Good.
And he is open. Jacoby Myers at the 50-yard line.
That might be the Broncos' dagger right there.
That may be the dagger. I agree. This defense has been stacked. And it was on...
Looks like Jonathan Cooper, which makes no sense on why he's covering Jacoby Myers, but...
Well, I would say, like, hey, is that on Justin Simmons? But he had too much depth in order to control that.
Yeah, that was a weird coverage on Jonathan Cooper, because he was flat out, and then... We'll see, though. Hopefully there's, like, a fumble or something forcing.
The thing is that the Broncos have the defense to stop these guys at any time. So you know it's bound to happen. But Zamir White in the background.
DJ Jones, Mike Purcell finishing the job.
There you go. There you go.
That's a good move, because it was either DJ or Draymond that was going, and the Broncos decided to keep DJ, and that was a good call.
The crazy part is that the offense of the Raiders they were running rampant on the Broncos until the fourth quarter. And then now they're stacking shit up. They're making their stops and they're doing their thing. And they are putting it on the arm of Aiden O'Connell, which may be scary. Justin Tucker in motion. They bring the blitz.
Zach
And he
Allen.
throws it. Oh! Austin Hooper.
He's
50,
going up,
40,
tackle
first
with the
down,
PS2.
and down to the 36 of the Broncos. I'll tell you what, the Raiders are earning everything they're getting because the defense is, they're in all the right calls, they're doing all the right things. That motion just may be killing them.
That is true.
There we go, Justin Simmons, missed tackle, Surtain. But you have to understand that if the Broncos defense had better rest, would they be blowing coverages? Would they be missing tackles? They probably wouldn't. But
No, not at all.
But the Raiders have found a way to keep on going. But still, you never know.
Exact total 244. There you go.
And plus, you're playing in Vegas. How much momentum can you have for playing in Vegas? I think if you keep the game close, you have a shot. But they have to stop the Raiders during this drive. They cannot allow them
Any
to
points.
any points. We're talking field goal, touchdown, and we have to know if the Raiders coach is smart enough to at least settle for a field
Oh,
goal.
looks like it.
End
good play.
around to Tucker. Tucker for the first
Missed tackle
down.
by McMillan, finished off by Singleton.
And here we go. Now they are in the red zone. The crazy part is that the Broncos are in the key places that they need to be for the stops. They're just not making the tackles.
That's what you mean by not enough rest right here.
It's not enough rest. You got to give them enough rest. But I'll tell you what, that Trey Tucker may turn out to be one hell of a football player because, man, he has hands, he has speed, he has it all. He's like a poor man's version of Tyreek Hill, just not as fast. And Zamir White
Tackle
down
nowhere.
again.
Josie, or it looks like Alex Singleton and Zach Allen.
The Broncos have
Southfield.
they've decided you ain't gonna run on me anymore. You're gonna have to get lucky and throw passes or whatever, but you will not run on me anymore. And you have to wonder, is Zamir White hurt? Is he banged up a little bit? Because he's been grimacing and he has not run as he has before. Like he does not have the same power, the same enthusiasm running through the hill, through the hole. He's kind of packed it in and willing to go down at the first tackle. So I don't know.
Fatigue, maybe. He's been running like a whole workload on him. He's like the workhorse tonight for them. But it looks like the Raiders won this game, unfortunately. So
all right, Davici.
Yeah.
So is that your ending of the night?
it looks like it is. Because
Alright.
it's a dagger and Sean Payne just used his final timeout. So we're not going anywhere.
All right, Davici. Well, I love you. You're my nephew, and I'll see you next football season, motherfucker.
Next football season. I mean, next week for the playoffs. but-
Well, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Technically, I'll see you tomorrow, but you know what I mean. All right, Davici. You did great. All right, here we go. Let's finish this motherfucker off. Hopefully, it wasn't too far from the mic, but let's see what we got going on.
He doesn't even have a mustache. Only pay for.
I'll be honest. I believe the Raiders have really played a hard game. I also believe that the Raiders have a lot of holes in their offense. Not so much their defense, but I do believe the Raiders have the makeups of a team that could actually eventually do something. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next week. Not even next year. But I can tell you one thing. I believe that they might be all right no matter who or what they pick as head coach. So, I don't know. I also believe that the Raiders have a lot of holes. But anyway, I'm going to end this stream because I want to do my research, make sure my audio, the video was good enough. But anyway, sleep tight, keep your butthole tight. I'll see you tomorrow, alright? Spaceman!